Hey, what's up guys? It's Fast Action Jax. In front of me I have a 2019 Harley Davidson FXDR with the 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 motor. The first thing I want to say is I like this bike a whole lot more in person than I did when I saw it online. It's very aggressive looking, very tough looking. It's got the stretched Harley Davidson gas tank. It's a 4.4 gallon gas tank. I like this vivid black one with the orange highlights a lot. It's got a split 5-spoke front wheel, cast aluminum, gloss black and satin black with the laser engraved Harley Davidson. It's got the solid rear wheel. Looks pretty good to me. Looking good. Forward controls, inverted forks, very good looking. Floating rotors. It's got the LED display up here. Got this seat. This actually comes off. I'm assuming in the future it will be for a passenger pillion, or you know, some storage, you know, throw your cell phone or whatever in there just like that. If you don't plan on ever putting a passenger on it, that's cool too. I mean, the extra storage is great. I wish my bike had that, to be honest. The seat is surprising. I sat on the seat, I sat on it in the shop, and the seat feels great. I'm not sure I would ever change that seat. And when you guys sit on it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It has the slim primary. All the soft tails for 2019 now have that slimmer profile primary. Some of you guys may know in 18 there was 2 different styles. The Sport Glide had the narrower primary. Now all the 2019 soft tails have the narrower primary. But anyway, I'll stop running my mouth a little bit and we'll get on this bad boy and ride it, and I'll tell you guys what I think about it. The bike is warmed up. It just got PDI'd by a technician, so it was just test ridden by the technician. This is the first time I have ridden this motorcycle, so I'll tell you, right off the bat it handles a little better than I thought it would. You know, for any of you guys that watch my videos and know me, I've kind of gotten the idea for what I like and what I don't like. I'm not a huge, you know, like 240 in the back kind of guy. I prefer a thinner tire in the back, but so far so good. I mean, I like the feel of it. I think the Harley Davidson engineers do pretty good with their research and development, I think, when it comes to these like wide tire bikes and the way that the forks are angled. Looking like the weather's gonna get nasty again. So pickup is good, yeah. I mean, 50 miles an hour in an instant isn't so bad, right? All right, man, I'm excited to be out here, guys. Forgive me, I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this in a while. My bike's been down. I'll make a video and tell you guys about what's going on with that. I've been holding off just to kind of hope that I was going to get it back together, you know, quick enough. But the channel's been down for a little bit because of it, but I'll talk about that later. Just bear with me, I am a little rusty here, but man, time has flown by. I feel like just yesterday the 18s had come out, and you know, I was showing you guys, you know, all the new Milwaukee 8 soft tails and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, a lot of you guys have gotten a little more familiar with the Milwaukee 8 motor, and that's cool. So I'll talk a little more about this when this red light's over. Alright guys, so I'll tell you a little bit about the motorcycle. Like I had mentioned before in the beginning of the video, it is a 2019 Harley Davidson FXDR. It's got a seat height of about 27.7 inches and it weighs 668 pounds in running order. So not too bad. It feels light. I wouldn't say it feels like a 668 pound motorcycle. It's light on the wheels. It feels good, and it handles a lot better than I thought it would. All right, so it does have the Milwaukee 8 114 cubic inch motor, which translates to 1868 cc's. Harley is claiming that it's about 119 foot-pounds of torque. I can feel the torque. I'd probably agree with them on that. Let's see how it corners. The downshift is nice and smooth. I can't complain about that. Corners well, not even close to the foot pegs. So on the left side, the lean angle is 36, or I'm sorry, on the left side, the lean angle is 38.6. On the right side, it's 38.8. So very similar, almost the same. Like I said, I didn't just even get close to the pegs in that corner. So I'm somewhat of an aggressive rider. If you're not an aggressive rider, you'll probably do all right. If you are an aggressive rider, you'll probably do all right too. Just pay a little close attention to where your foot pegs are. But like I said, they didn't even get close to the ground there, so I wouldn't worry about that for a daily rider. They got 4 piston calipers in the front, 4 piston dual calipers in the front, 2 piston caliper in the back. With floating rotors that I saw, so nice stopping power there. We got this 2.14 inch LCD screen up here, which looks nice display, showing us our fuel level, showing us our mile per hour. It also has trip, it has gear indicator, and all that kind of good stuff. We'll flip through there. There's RPM, there's our mileage, there's our trip A, trip B, our range, our clock, and our RPM. We'll keep it on RPMs. I like it on RPMs. We'll hit another corner. I mean, not even close, guys. You see that? Not even close. And it's climbing quick. Very fun. I mean, I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't 100% that I was gonna like this bike, to be honest with you, but I'm a little surprised, and it looks a whole lot more uncomfortable than it actually is. It's fairly comfortable. Most of my weight is actually on my butt. You'd think that with these handlebars being as low as they are, that you would have a lot of weight on your hands, but my hands almost feel weightless in this position. A lot of the weight is on my butt. And like I said, with the narrower primary for the 19 models and the narrower primary being on this motorcycle, it's not too hard to put your feet on the ground, even though the bike has a 27.7 inch seat height. I'm 6 foot, I'm flat-footed. I think if you were 5'10 or 5'9 that you would be flat-footed as well, so no concerns there. A little shorter, you might be on your tippy toes a little bit, but the way that the bike is designed, I think that you would still be in full control. And green light. So another corner, and it hits it with confidence. Yeah, this is absolutely a fun motorcycle. So far, so good. And I'm really excited to see the Street Fighter 2 for 20. That's gonna be cool. I really like the direction that Harley Davidson is going in. I'm super excited about it. Coming from the sport bike side myself, coming from the supermoto side, you know, I kind of fell into the Harley Davidson scene, and I love Harley Davidson. I like their designs. I like how intuitive they are. I love the company, you know, and there's a lot going on right now. But, you know, for you guys out there that love Harley Davidson, let's stand behind them, give them a high five. Let's push up to the new generation and get these bikes some love. And because they're fun and they're well made, and I mean, I have nothing but good things to say. I have nothing but good things to say about this bike, honestly. Honestly, there's some things that I don't particularly like the little plastic thing that covers the rear wheel, but that is easily removed, and I kind of think that most people are going to do that anyway. I'm not telling you to do it, but I can't stop you. All right, guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about fluids. All right, like I said, it's got this cool stretch gas tank. It's a 4.4 gallon gas tank. It gets roughly 46 miles to the gallon. The motor itself has a 5-quart oil capacity, and that's the Milwaukee 8 across the board. So no issues there. Also, I think I mentioned it comes in 6 different colors. which is nice. This is the only color I've seen in person. I've seen some photos of the white one. The white one looks nice. And the industrial gray one looks nice as well. It does have a 6-speed gearbox. I read some things about people questioning whether or not it had a 5-speed. I don't know why anybody would think that Harley Davidson would go backwards. So it has a 6-speed gearbox. Also, I saw some speculation about this thing and the V-Rod. This bike has nothing to do with the V-Rod. The motor has nothing to do with the V-Rod motor. So let's toss that right away. This is a Milwaukee 8 motor. It is not geared like a V-Rod. It is geared like a Milwaukee 8. So it rides like one. It's torquey like one. It's smooth like one. It's still the soft tail frame. So we're still talking about 33% reduction in weight. And, you know, I think it was like 22% less welds. So it's still that strong, stiff chassis that they had redesigned for 18. So I definitely trust it. I've seen it abused by a lot of guys out there doing stunts and stuff, and anybody who has ridden these new bikes love them. So you know, if you got a bike, you know, and say you got a 96, you got an 88, you got a 103, you haven't ridden the 107, you haven't ridden the 114, come in and ride these bikes, guys. Especially if you're on a 96 or an 88, the difference is worldly. I mean, it is such a huge difference. The torque between a 96 cubic inch motor and this motor is, I mean, not even the same ballpark. So if you haven't got the chance to ride one of these bikes, just the Milwaukee 8 in general, come ride one. They're fun, they're smooth. It is a whole different world for Harley Davidson, and it's a world that I'm glad that I'm able to be a part of, and you know, helping you guys on your decision, you know, to purchase these motorcycles and view them. And, you know, I appreciate all you guys' feedback and views and, you know, support. Man, you guys are supportive. I couldn't thank you guys enough, especially with the channel being down a little bit lately because of my bike being down. So, but as far as the motorcycle is concerned, I like it. I like it. It's got it also has LED turn signals front and rear. It's got that Harley Davidson signature series style headlight on the front. Very good looking display, like I mentioned. The LEDs are kind of similar to the LEDs that were on the 18 Deluxe that was released last year. So if you got the chance to see those lights, or if you've seen that bike, the LEDs are very similar to the LEDs on that model. So we got one of these bad boys at the store now, so if you got the chance to stop by, come on down. We'd love to have you. And I know you want to ride this thing. Come on. All right, so, you know, I'm going to do my thing that nobody else seems to do. I'm going to talk about weight and control and balance for a second, like all these models are, especially these models with the larger rear wheels. The control at low speed is phenomenal. I mean, full control at low speed. Look at this. I mean, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like I say in every Harley Davidson video I do, if there's one thing Harley Davidson gets right, it's center of gravity. I think the thing I was surprised the most about this bike was how comfortable it is. I was not expecting that one bit. Anyway, guys, Fast Action Jacks at it again. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best. I couldn't do anything without you guys. And until next time, I'll be having a lot more stuff coming out. I'd say I'm probably back. Except I don't have my bike back yet, but I'll do as many videos as I can without it. And look at that. What a beauty. And the air cleaner I actually read on the technical forums. Just a short little end video secret. This is like the things at the end of the Deadpool movies and stuff you guys watch. This air cleaner doesn't require a rain sock and does not require oil. It said on the technical forum. It was also designed after the NHRA, the old NHRA drag bikes, to increase airflow and efficiency. So, cool little fun fact. But we're going to bring it back in here. And thanks for watching, guys. Fast Action Jacks.